Special School is a special school in South Belfast, but we take children from all over Belfast. We have 300 children here in school at the minute, with a range of needs. Some very complex children, but all of them very, very special children. Our job is to look after those children to the best of our ability, to give them the highest quality education, but also the highest quality care. As we go through the pandemic, we find ourselves faced with things that we don't normally have to face in school, and looking after not only their educational well-being but also their health needs as well. So there were a number of challenges for us as we considered leaving. All of us wanted the school open. It nearly killed me when we had to close the school, because we know what a vital place it is for our children and for their families, and the support that we can offer. And when you're faced with a huge challenge like the pandemic and like the whole COVID-19 and how it has affected our families, we knew it was imperative that we could open as quickly but also as safely as possible. The children have been amazing. We've responded to all of the new procedures and protocols that we've had to put in place to keep them safe. Our staff have been fantastic, have gone above and beyond what I could have ever expected from them. We have a very happy school. We have a school that the children, the laughter around the school, you hear it ringing around the corridors again, but it's only because of the very careful planning and the different procedures that we put in place that have allowed us to do that. So I suppose another challenge that we faced was the uncertainty around the symptoms of COVID-19. The three key factors that we've all been told to watch out for are persistent cough, the loss of a sense of smell or taste, and then the high temperature. In a school like ours, where so many of our children can't tell you, when they're not feeling particularly well, or they can't communicate, and they maybe will have a cough or a cold a lot of the year anyway, it was important for me that I could find something quantifiable that I could then use to let a parent know that their child wasn't well. But also then when a child does have a temperature, when we're speaking to a parent, say that we tested their temperature and it was recorded as high, we know that we're saying it with confidence because of the quality of the equipment that we have now in school to use. The other side of temperature screening then is for staff. I want to give parents assurances that we're doing everything we can to ensure that everybody is well in school. And a school like Harberton, we would have 100 staff on a daily basis. And all it takes is for one of them to come in unwell, and it will spread like wildfire through the school. Every morning when staff are coming in, they have their temperature checked. Again, it's a quantifiable measure where I can say, no, there was no member of staff in Harberton School coming through the door in the morning that had a temperature above 38 degrees. The good thing about the thermometers is it gives us a green, an amber and a red, which we love, because when they're in the amber, I speak to the member of staff, and if they have any other symptoms of any type of illness, then we can have a chat about it. But when it's red, it's immediately they're not allowed to come into school, because it's a way of reducing the risk to the children, and that's what it's all about. So I would like to say a huge thank you to TriMedika for gifting us with the thermometers for school. They have enabled us to keep our children and our staff as safe as we possibly can as we face the current challenges of the pandemic. And the good thing about them is when this is all over, we will still have the highest quality thermometer, which will allow us to continue to assess our children when they're unwell. So thank you, TriMedika.